you hear me? I can hear you, Dr. Kim, if you can hear me.
Now I can hear you as well.
All right. Rocking and rolling.
Finally.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the line. All right, so we're going to use the same incision as before. Good. Nice map for the previous picture. I'm going to be optimistic and not make the marks for the sling. We're going to cross our fingers that the resection works. Okay?
All right, so the current plan is not to do the sling and just focus on the levator resection.
All right, 15. And pick up, please. Oh, can I get another eraser? Pick up. Can you pull the lid down for me? From the lid margin. Yeah, from the lid margin. Yeah. Pull it down. There you go. Yeah. Could we not move the bed? Could we not move the bed? Yeah, thank you. That's okay. No problem. So again, we anticipate a lot of scarring since he's already had 2 surgeries, okay? Do we have a sharp lip? Yeah, we have a lip. Yes, perfect, thank you. Alright, okay. Do you have a plate box? Plate box. Yeah. Alright, so maybe I'll take the other wet spots back. These are not really working. I'll take the other ones back. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I'm dissecting. So you see the difference between the previous patient that's never had surgery versus this one. But we do see a proline. Right? There's a proline suture right there.
So, Dr. Kim, two questions real quick. What was the local anesthesia you used? What did you inject?
Sorry, Hunter. You're breaking up, so I'm hearing like every other word. Could you repeat the question?
Yeah, that's right. I see the proline suture, so this is a reoperation case, but we don't know what the primary surgery was, right?
It's not very clear.
I think you're asking, we see the suture because he's had previous surgery, but we're still not sure what type of surgery he's had? Was that the question?
Correct. We don't know the prior surgery.
Correct. I'm about to get the levator very soon. We'll see what's left of it, and that'll give us an additional clue, I believe.
Yeah. And what local anesthetic did you inject? What local anesthetic did you inject?
What local anesthetic? So it's a combination of, I believe, 1% xylocaine with epinephrine and Marcaine.
câu hỏi là
sử dụng cái thuốc Dino, thuốc tê tại chỗ là thuốc gì? Thì cô trả lời là Dinocaine với Epinephrine.
So again, very important landmark. Here's the fact, right? So now you know this is levator, right?
Cô chỉ cái cơ nâng mi.
You know this is all scar tissue because there's actually very little bleeding. You'll pull down against one. Thank you. Alright, so I'll take the wet top back. So you can see. Alright, so let's take a look. If you'll hold here, I need to dissect a little bit more.
And Dr. Kim, we have a beautiful view. We have a beautiful view of your anatomy. Can you just show the landmarks that you're looking for as you're dissecting?
What was that, Hunter? Pull down.
We're beginning to see the anatomy. Can you just show us the landmarks and what you're looking for?
Oh, the landmarks that I'm looking for to identify which structure? The levator?
Correct, correct.
Yeah, so, you know, in an operated eyelid, of course, you don't have the natural planes anymore, but as I pointed out multiple times today, the fat is a very helpful landmark. Number one, it tells you you've gone past septum, and the fat usually is just right anterior to the levator, which we found fat right here. And so here, we start to see levator, right underneath it.
Thì cái mỡ là cái vị trí mình thường hay xét được cái mỡ, sau đó mình ở phía dưới cái mỡ đó là cái cơ nâng mi.
So now we see the levator, right? So we're going to disinsert it from the superior border of the tarsal plate. Right? Again, just ton of scarring, lots of scarring.
Cái sẹo.
Tarsal plate. So again, all scar down. So you will hold right here for me. And I'll let go so you can grab it. There you go, and pick it up off the glove. So again, no identical landmark, but this appears to be part of the peripheral arcade. Alright, so when you see this, you know you've gone past levator because this peripheral arcade sits between levator and mueller. So sometimes when you're dissecting, you don't even realize you've gone past levator. When you see this peripheral arcade, and you would normally see this go all the way across, you know you've already gone past levator. So that's also a really helpful landmark to look for. Now I am trying to disinsert all of the scar and levator from the superior border of the tarsal plate, as well as mueller. Okay? So I'm just kind of dissecting kind of horizontally here, going all the way across, back and forth, medial to lateral. If you'll kind of hold up like that for me, that's great, thank you. Hold up, like that. There you go. More vertical. Up. Up. That's okay, if you'll just hold up for me. Yep. Pull up. Yep, just like that. Pull up. There you go. It's really helpful in dissecting this plane. So you notice I'm keeping the tips of my wet cup parallel to the conjunctiva. And I'm almost peeling the mueller off the conjunctiva, as you can see. Pull up. So where the stitch is, of course, a lot of scarring. This is where sometimes you'll get buttonhole of the conjunctiva. It's not an issue. It'll heal in like a day.
Khi mà có thể bị thủng cái kết mạc thì cũng không có đáng lo ngại, thì nó sẽ tự nó hồi phục.
One of the surgeries was definitely a resection. It's just interesting that he only has a single prolene. Normally it requires more than one stitch with a resection. So maybe the second surgery was an advancement?
Phẫu thuật trước đó là resection.
Continuing my dissection superiorly. I'm anticipating a very large resection, which is why I'm dissecting quite a bit. And now, cut the horns of the levator. Go straight down. Straight down. Again, this is all scarred. Medially, there's less scarring. Laterally, there's a ton of scar. So I'm going to remove this pulling feature. Go there. If you hold the levator for me, I can get the rest of this tiny little bit of proline out. Pull this for me. There you go. Thank you. When I seal that, even though I was planning on a large resection, usually you get a much better lift the tighter the levator muscle is. So hold that for me. So I probably don't need as much of a resection just because of the way the levator muscle heals. So with reoperations for resections, there's a lot of modifications that need to be done intraoperatively based on your findings. So peel that again. So normally you can stretch it. The levator is very stretchy. This, don't stretch at all, right? I'll take the polyester double arm, please. So let's see if this will work. This is the big test to see if the resection will work. Okay, so polyester. Yep. Don't cut, please. Yeah. go. Partial thickness pass through the secure border partial plate. Again, Ebert, always double check that you have not gone full thickness. You have another 0.5. This one, I think the teeth don't meet. Yeah. And then I'm just putting this as high as I can right now just to see if I get a lift at all. Can you put a Daymar in and pull this up for me? Yeah, it's very tight. So it's very little room to work with. Thank you. Alright, so now I try a slip knot and see if the lid will lift. Remember we talked about his MRD1 was like 0.05, and we'll see if this lifts at all. So I've tied a slip knot. Caught. Do that one more time. I think I got caught in a little extra tissue here. Yep, pull it down for me as much as you can. Perfect. There you go. Let it go. Let it go. Yep. So did we get any lift? Look at his MRD1 is, yeah, maybe between 2 and 3. So we definitely got a lift. So I think if we dissect a little bit more, try to get a bigger resection, I think we might have the outcome that we want. So I don't know that he necessarily needs this length. So let's go back. Can I get a Daymar, please? I'm going to take this back out. That was just our little test run to see if that would even work. And it looks like it's working. Daymar, you hold here for me. So again, instead of dissecting like this, perpendicular to tissue, I keep it parallel. Okay, so you're less likely to just cut through the tissue. Okay. Now, you can come out with a Daymar and hold right here. Yes, perfect. All scarred. So it's definitely been dissected way up here before, which is why I said he's definitely had a resection at some point. Yeah. I have not encountered it yet, but I will definitely point it out if I see it. When it's all just scarred down like this, sometimes it's very hard to identify, so we'll see if we can see it. If you'll just pull this down for me. I think that's about all. I've gone as high up. Release the horns a little bit more. And that's it. This is not going anywhere. Daymar? Right here? As you can see, there's your wiggle right up there. Okay? Right here. Can you see? here. Alright, so can I see a caliper please? That is about all I can do is that caliper. Let's see what that measures out to be. 16, yeah, about all we can do. So let's take it all the way up and see what we get in terms of intraoperative lip height. Thank you, that's perfect. High up as I can go. You'll let go. Just pull the levator down. There you go. Alright, what do we get? You can come on out. Oh, very high lip, right? So, now we're at about the limbus. Or very close to it, maybe about 0.5 millimeter of coverage. So, we know we got it lifted. What we don't like right now is the contour, right? So there's a little peak, like an upside down V. So this is why levator resections often require more than one stitch to get the contour correct. So it's like trying to shape rope. You need lots of points of fixation to create a nice arc. So now we add additional polyester to get the contour that we like. I'll need 2 more polyesters. Resection. Yep, looks like the resection is going to work. Perfect. So if this procedure wasn't going to work, I would put it as high up as possible and I would not get the lift that I want. You would not see the MRD1 change at all. And so that's when I would do a one. Start to have a little peak, so I often don't need to go as high, so I'm going to place the medial one just a little lower than I did the central one. Okay, a little lower than the central one. And I'll take the last one too. Quiz. What is this? Tell me what this is. That's correct. Should we be seeing that? Is that normal or should I be worried?
So Dr. Kempy, can you repeat that question?
Oh, the question was, what is this structure? That was the first part, right here. Are you able to see?
Yeah, we
Is
have a
our
beautiful view.
head in the way?
No, we have a beautiful view.
Mọi người có nhìn thấy cái cấu trúc mà nó dạng những cái nốt nhỏ nhỏ ở góc ngoài của vi không ạ?
Can you see?
So in answers from the class, what do you think that structure is? This here.
Orbis.
Can you see?
What?
Also both are part of the lacrimal gland.
Did you hear that?
I think it's a lacrimal gland,
The
right?
orbital pad of the...
If that answer was lacrimal gland,
Yes,
then it's correct.
yes.
So then my part B to that question was, should I be seeing that or should I be worried during the surgery?
Đó là cái tỷ lệ á. Bây giờ câu hỏi là có cần phải lo lắng về cái phẫu thuật này hay không?
So the answer to that question is, the BSS is making it. Mhm. The answer to that question is, yes, we should be seeing it because the two lobes of the lacrimal gland is separated by the lateral horn of the levator. So we almost always encounter that during the surgery.
Có hai cái mũi của cái tỷ
So
lệ nó
I actually think this is a little too high now that we've added the remainder of the sutures. So I'm going to actually bring down the central one just a tiny bit. I think you will be overcorrected if I stay with this. Okay.
Nói là cái dinh dưỡng có thể là hơi cao nên là có thể nhẹ hạ xuống để là quá trình
Yep. Same arm, please.
So do they know, does everyone understand why she put in these temporary sutures? Why did she put in the temporary?
I like to remove one
Why
at a
did she
time,
not make a knot and
leaving
cut?
the original one as the point of reference.
Không có hậu nào mà chỉ để temporary removal.
So did you notice that this was more like a triangle and it was a little high? So she's putting in temporary or stay sutures to see how it will look. If she's happy, then she ties the knot. But she wasn't happy, so she's going to loosen the central, so now this is more curved like a hill.
Corrected
Dạ,
it
đúng
or
rồi, cái đi trên nếu mà thấy ok mình thấy ok rồi mình sẽ thắt lại, mình sẽ buộc lại một cái không để
The contour is definitely improved. As you can see, it's not an upside down V anymore. It's not so deep. The question now then is the height. Do we like this height or do we feel like it's going to be a little overcorrected once we finish the surgery?
So the first thing you look at is the contour, then the height.
So the contour, I like the contour. Oh, am I blocking? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We have a good view, doctor.
Did anyone understand what he just said? Or did you ask a question, Hunter?
We have a good view.
Oh, you're breaking up. I want to lower it just a tiny bit more. I want about half millimeter of supralimbal coverage, which I think gives him about 3 millimeters of lift from the original MRD1. I think that's what I want for him. All right. Same arm, please. Same arm. All of them. Same arm. about 0.5 millimeter of coverage, right? Yep. I think I like that one. Yep. We like the contour, we like the height. I think we take this one. Alright? So now we have 3 little loops. Let's cut that for me. You will cut right here in between my forceps. Cut, cut. Great. And then that's 1, 2, and then one more hiding. Let's get 3. So only 1 of each set will pull out. Pull the levator down again for me. Great. So I'm going to finalize these knots. Okay. Here's the orbicularis, right? So these 2 superficial. Oh, okay. You don't need it. Thank you. I don't need that. And tie it down to the tail. Exactly. For all 3. Taking the driver's seat? Would you like to sit? We're about 5 minutes.
Dr. Kim,
Yep.
which suture do you close the skin with in children? Which suture removal can be difficult?
What stitch?
Which suture material do you use?
What suture material? So that was polyester that I was using. And for the skin closure, I am using Fixo Plain. Could I see the suture packet? The fiber polyester. So I don't know if you are you able to see?
Yeah, we can see. Yes.
Yes, so it's a fiber polyester from a company called Manny. It's a Japanese company. So this is what I use to resect the levator. And the skin is just Fixo Plain. I'll be cutting it short for you. Same ointment is fine. Let me help you here. Yep, I'll pull it down for you.